All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. Your live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, folks. This video is inspired by a subscriber that, she was telling me that a person in her family all of a sudden just started just acting kind of crazy. And, I'm like, what you mean crazy? She said, well, he was acting one way and has never acted funny and never done anything. And then all of a sudden, just the person would start coming violent and all kind of other stuff. And so, they took him to the doctors and took him to the psychiatrist. The psychiatrists, they were trying to address the issue, but they could never get to the issue, and he was still acting the same way. The doctor said that, his body's healthy, nothing wrong, all the vital organs are straight, no nothing. Guys, when you get into a situation like that, and I'm just going to tell y'all now, when you get into a situation like that, the person may not have a mental problem. The person might be actually demonically possessed. Now, a lot of people don't believe that demon spirits are real, and that's fine. That's your right. But you're not going to come onto this channel and try to explain to me that they're not real. You're not going to tell me that I'm hallucinating. And listen, you're going to respect my opinion and I respect yours, or just don't even leave a comment, because you're not about to tell me that they don't exist. I'm just going to tell you now. You can have your opinion. You can even just simply say I disagree, and that's cool. I have no qualms with that. But for those of y'all that like to put people opinions in the trash can and think that their opinions don't matter, no, okay? This is my opinion. And it's not even an opinion, because some of the stuff that I'm going to tell y'all, the stuff that I'm telling you, okay, these are facts. My experiences are facts. They're factual. And I'll tell you a story, man. See, this is a demon on the screen right here, okay? Demons don't look like this. They don't look like this, okay? This is something that Hollywood made up right here to get you to believe that this is all demons are these like hideous looking creatures. The ones I've seen, they don't look hideous at all. They look normal. They look just like you and I, okay? But here go the thing, though. A demon sometimes may choose to reveal himself to you. He may reveal, he may choose to, or he may not. See, for demons to walk on the earth, it takes a lot of energy. And see, demons don't really have the energy to do that, to be exposing themselves on the earth realm. They just don't, they can't do it. They have to live inside of a body that's a host. You guys ever see these movies, these zombie movies, or, these people that's getting infected and then they turn into these zombies, and then there's a host living inside the body? Guys, where do you think they got that from? The Resident Evil, the Walking Dead, man, they got all that, man, from the Bible, demonic possessions. That's where they got that from. They got that from demonic possession, okay? It's real. But demons don't look like this, man. They can't live outside. They can't live outside of it. They have to have a body. A demon must have a body in order to, present himself in this world. To do some of the things that he would do in this world, he's got to have a body. That's just how it is. And, people say, well, what you do, how do you know this? Well, I've had my experiences. And even as a young boy, I've had experiences. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I tell you, one day, I was out on the track and I was coaching my athlete. And I've told this story before. This kid, he used to always tell me, he said, Coach, I got this condition, man. I got this condition where if I exert myself too much, then my body will completely lock up. And the only thing that I can do is blink. That's it. And breathe. I can't do anything else. And I said, that's kind of strange. Like, you been to the doctor about it? Yeah, man, but they always say there's nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with my body, nothing. And so, I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, why? Okay, nothing wrong with him. And so I said, well, we'll take it easy. And he wasn't fat. He was in shape. The guy was like chiseled, okay? He was chiseled. But every time, man, he would exert himself, his body would just completely lock up. So one day, we were out there, we were working. And I told him, he ran a 200 meters. He stopped. And, he was trying to catch his breath. Well, at the other end of the track, I saw this black apparition. And, it ran. I'm talking about it sprinted across the field and jumped inside of him. Now, see me, I'm looking at this. Okay? And I asked the other dude that was with me, I said, bro, did you see that? He said, see what? I said, bro, a black apparition ran across the field and jumped inside of this kid. What you mean? He looked fine. And then sure enough, we went over to check on him to see if he caught his breath. This boy, he was hunched over. He couldn't move. He couldn't stand, like he physically could not move. He hunched over and he fell to the ground. He couldn't move. We had to carry him over to the bleachers to sit down. We had to carry him. Okay, we had to start putting water in his mouth. But I'm going to tell y'all that story. I'm going to tell you the end of that story toward the end of the video, okay? How we actually got this demon spirit to let go. And some of y'all guys, I know it sounds like really extremely far-fetched, but guys, demon spirits are very, very, very real, man. They're real. And they're here amongst us. And they inhabit bodies. And you don't know why. Like, it's just like, you go to the family cookout or whatever that is, and you got old Uncle Pookie who's sitting over there. And, every time Uncle Pookie say something out of his mouth, it's always something, nasty or perverted. That's Uncle Pookie. He the one be at the family reunion. He be at the one on the grill. And he be the one handing out the hamburgers and the hot dogs. Talking about, oh, baby, here go a hot dog, baby. Baby, you looking good, baby. Yeah, look at you. Woo. Woo, you looking fine. Look at that's Uncle Pookie. And y'all be wondering, when Uncle Pookie, Pookie, years ago, he didn't act like this. He didn't, I don't know what's wrong with him. And everybody just say, oh, he just old. Uncle Pookie just old. And no, Uncle Pookie ain't old. Uncle Pookie got a demon spirit in there. That's a demonic spirit. That's the spirit of lust. The spirit of lust, man. That thing is very strong in Uncle Pookie. And y'all think he just old. No, that ain't old age, man. That guy got that spirit in him. And I tell you what, you better not leave none of your daughters around Uncle Pookie. You better not leave none of your daughters around him. Because I'm going to tell you what, he will try to take that chance if he get that chance. I can tell you this right now. He don't care if that's your uncle. He don't care if you his whatever. That's your niece or whatever. Uncle Pookie is going to take advantage of that situation if the situation arises. He will do it. I be telling man, hey, y'all better be careful bringing y'all daughters, man, and dropping them off and leaving them places around certain family. Because you don't know what demon spirit is living in them jokers, man. You don't know. But that ain't Uncle Pookie just being old. Uncle Pookie has a spirit of lust in him. And he will take liberties with anybody in your family, any female that'll be alone with him. He will take those liberties. And then Uncle Pookie would end up getting his ass shot. But it's neither here nor there, man. Another time, when I was 19, I'll never forget this, man. Never. My friend, he came up to me, we was outside and we was shooting basketball. And he came down to the court. He said, yo, coach. Well, he ain't called me coach back then, but hey, man, can you come over to my house and help me hold my mama down? And I'm like, what you mean hold your mama down? Bro, you stupid. I ain't holding your mama down. He said, well, my daddy ain't here, man. He at work. And, we just need somebody to hold mama down. Hold her down for what? He said, man, sometimes she just we don't know what happened, man. Sometimes she just get in these ways, man, that, she start acting crazy. And you just got to hold her down for a little bit. And then, she'll snap out of it. I said, snap out of it? What the? So we get to his house, man. We come in through the kitchen. And guys, I kid y'all not, okay? You know how you lean against a wall and you're scratching your back because you can't reach back there? Well, it looked like his mama was scratching his back on the wall. Her eyes were closed, man. And she was going up and down on the wall. Well, okay. Then after that, she started shimmying up the wall. Now, it ain't nothing on the wall. Ain't nothing she can hold on to. Ain't no pictures. Ain't no nails in the wall. Look, this dude mama started shimmying up the side of the wall. Eyes closed. Nothing to hold on to. She started shimmying. I'm talking about going up the wall, y'all. And I sat here and I'm looking at this woman go up the wall. And I'm looking like, what the hell? I'm sitting here like, what the hell going on? And it got me started. I'm looking. And I couldn't move because I'm looking like, what is this really happening? Like, is this really, truly happening right now? And she was shimmying up the wall, man. And so she stopped. And I'm like, what is this? Is this a damn movie? So, I'm walking up to her. We walk up. And she opened her eyes, man. And I swear her pupils were rolled in the back of her head. They were rolled in the back of her head, y'all. Rolled in the back of her head. And she said, don't touch me because I will kill y'all. He said, oh, she said that all the time. Hey, I said, hey, bro, I ain't touching her. I ain't touching her. He said, man, come on, dog. Come on, man. I ain't touching her. I'm not touching her. But I'm also tell you what happened in that situation toward the end of the video. Okay. I need y'all to understand something, okay? Not everybody is possessed by a demon spirit that's acting crazy. Not everybody. But in a lot of cases, man, these people, they're demon possessed. They're demon possessed. Bruh, I tell you, man, I've seen some situations, man. I've seen some, but you guys got to kind of protect your body, man. That's your temple. And a demon, they can't enter you. They can't come into you unless you allow them to. See, your body's a hard place to crack, man. And y'all be wondering why people walking into these churches, man, and shooting up people, and y'all wonder why these people, man, going and killing mobs. I mean, these people got these demons in them that's telling these people, man. They got these demons that's telling these darn people, man, to go and do this stuff, man. And they talking about, the ones that talking about, I hear voices in my head, and people be dismissing that. Them people telling y'all the truth. They do hear them voices in their head. They hear those voices. They hear the voices in their head. They be trying to ignore them voices. They can't sleep because them voices are telling them to do stuff over and over and over, man. They sitting there fighting a battle with these voices. Those are demons, man. Those are demons in them, man, telling them to go do this stuff. Normal people don't do this stuff, man. Those are demons in their body saying, go and take them out. Go shoot up these people. Go do everything. Go do it. Because, see, the tendency for the person to do that has already been there. It's already been there. It lays dormant within the body. But what the demons do is that they pull out your tendencies. They pull out the worst qualities in you when they come into you. And everybody got bad qualities, man. And they're not that bad to where people, to where people don't want to deal with you. Like, your bad qualities are not always seen. Well, demons, they bring out your bad qualities and they stay for everybody to see. See, that's how you know that a demon spirit is inhabiting a body. And guys, it's really a sad thing, man. It's not, this is something, man. This ain't funny. Okay, this is not funny, man. These people that got these demon spirits, a lot of these people, they die behind this stuff, y'all. They die behind these spirits, got them out here doing stuff, man. And then they were attacking random people, man. And then, these people getting killed. And these people, they got spirits in them. Now you wonder what can be done? What can actually be done to help? A lot of y'all are not religious, man. A lot of y'all are not religious. A lot of people, where you got to exercise them out. Well, you got to do a little bit more than that, man. You got to do a little bit more than that. And people, all these darn artists, man. All these artists that's coming up with this beautiful music. So y'all know, man, that the devil, he was a musician. And all these darn artists, man. Have you guys ever listened to some of these songs? Go listen to some of your favorite songs and backmask them. It's a program called Audacity that you can use. That program, you can download your song into Audacity, and Audacity will allow you to play the song backwards. Play some of your favorite songs backwards, and tell me if that won't creep you out. You start hearing words that are in the songs, that they put this stuff into the song. I'm telling y'all, guys. I'm telling y'all this day, October the 30th. That you play one of your favorite songs backwards, and most of the time you will hear something that'll just turn you off completely. Like, I used to listen, man, a couple of songs of Jay-Z that I used to listen to, and a couple of songs of 50 Cent that I used to listen to, man. I used to listen to them songs. A lot of this hip-hop, today's hip-hop, I don't listen to that stuff, man, because they got something back, man. And what they do, man, is that stuff gets into your subconscious, man. And that stuff, a lot of these people, these artists and these record labels, they pray over some of this music, man. They pray over this music, but they pray over it, man, in the name of Satan. They pray over some of this music. And, bruh, this music, man, that's another way, man, to actually let these demons in. Some of the music that's playing, a lot of this music that's just this violent, man, pro-violent and all this stuff. Play some of that music backwards. I guarantee you're going to hear some things within that music. And then you can understand why certain people, why they go and do this stuff. Y'all know that the people that go and shoot these schools up, the people that go into these buildings and shoot things up, do you know that most of them are listening to some of these violent songs? You guys know that they're listening to these songs. And when they listen to these songs, man, these songs get into your spirit, man. They get into your spirit, and then you start thinking, like the song. You start wanting to do what the song tells you. But I'll challenge any of y'all to download your favorite song, get a program called Audacity, and play it backwards. Play it backwards. You will start hearing things in these songs. I promise you will. And you won't have to listen very hard. You won't have to slow it down. You just listen to your favorite song. And it's more in this era today, man. It's more in this era. I done heard things in songs backwards, man, that I'm sitting here like, what? I done heard certain songs, you know, I worship the devil. And people always give Jay-Z a bad, man. I done heard in a Jay-Z song, he got a song called Dead Presidents to Represent Me. Play that song backwards and tell me what you hear. Dead Presidents. You know that song, Presidents to Represent Me. Dead Presidents to Represent Me, or 2 Chainz. I challenge y'all, play some of his music backwards. Play Waka Flocka. Play some of that crap backwards. Justin Bieber. I never liked Bieber anyway, but play some of that music backwards, man. You'll hear the backmasking, man. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's bad. And we wonder why people go out and doing these things, man. Demon spirits are real, man. These people hearing voices in their head. They hear these voices, and these voices are telling these people. And I'm going to tell you, just recently, somebody near and dear in my family. Voices was in their head telling them, you need to do this. You need to take yourself out. And that family member listened to the voices. No, dude, those are demon spirits. If you hearing voices in your head and you hearing them, you got to go see somebody. But I'm going to tell you how to get them out. A doctor can't help you. A doctor cannot help you. They can't, okay? And I know some of y'all ain't going to want to hear this. But to get a demon spirit out of your body, you got to think about, how did they get there in the first place? How did they get there in the first place? They got there in the first place because those locks, remember I told you about the locks that's around your body? See, you open a door. You open the door. And so when you open that door, the lock fell off of that body, they got in. What you got to do is you got to undo, and you have to do the opposite of what put them there in the first place. You got to do the opposite of what put the demon there in the first place. But then after you do that, the name of Yeshua, modern people call him Jesus. The Hebrew Jesus. We're not talking about this Jesus that they put up on the corner of your wall. We're talking about the Hebrew Jesus, Yeshua. That's who we're talking about, okay? That's who can help you drive out these spirits. Now, just praying to Yeshua, the Hebrew Jesus, just praying to him, that's not going to do it, okay? You have to actually do this with conviction and faith. You have to believe that these demon spirits will be leaving. You must believe. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, and if you don't do it with conviction, they ain't going nowhere. They're going to be chilling. They're going to be chilling, okay? You don't need a preacher to do it for you. You don't need any of it. You can use your conviction, but you got to pray in the name of Yeshua to get these spirits to leave. And they'll leave. I ain't going to say no names, but a person called me on the phone. And this is real talk. A person called me up on the phone. And I'll put it to you like this, okay? He's no longer being tormented by these spirits. He called me on the phone. So you got to know what to say, and you got to have the right conviction. He called me on the phone and told me, I got a demon in me. And I said, are you sure it's a demon? He said, no, I got a demon in me. And I want you to help me exorcise the demon out. And I'm like, okay, let's go. But you have to have conviction. Because some people, man, it's a religious thing. You got to have conviction. And in the name of Yeshua. See, Yeshua can remove that, or the Hebrew Jesus. Not the Jesus, the modern day Jesus that people put, that's in the churches. Not that Jesus. We talking about Yeshua, the Son of the Most High. That Jesus, that Son of the Most High, will set that demon out of you. And it will be no more. It'll go. And I'm going to tell you, man, I called the dude called, and, well, we got deep. We got deep in our spirits. And I tell you something right now, man. This dude, man, this is no lie. He started convulsing. Because the spirit is being pushed out of there. And it's trying to stay. And he's convicted now, believing that the spirit is leaving. And so he's pushing out the spirit. I'm actually praying hard that the spirit is being moved. And that spirit is starting to move out of his body, but it don't want to go. He started convulsing right there, man. We was doing a video chat. This dude started convulsing, foaming at the mouth. Foaming at the mouth. I mean, white stuff coming out of his eyelids and, just foaming at the mouth, man. That spirit ain't want to go nowhere. It didn't have a choice, though. See, it had to go. In the name of the Hebrew, the modern day Jesus, Yeshua, that spirit had to go. Guys, listen, don't play around with this stuff, y'all. Don't play with this stuff. You think that if you think for some reason somebody in your family might be possessed, okay, guys, sometimes you don't have to, because some of the preachers and the pastors, a lot of these guys, they're not the pastors you think they are. That's not them. That's not those guys. Those guys are about money, man. They're very few. That's a handful of them that they're really convicted and actually doing the right thing for people. But those are few. The person got to be they got to be pure of heart, man. They got to be pure of heart, and they got to have some strong faith. They got to believe what they're saying. If the person ain't got a strong faith, and you can have a pastor try to do this for you, but it won't work sometimes.
Yes.
Because these darn pastors, a lot of these guys, man, they not pure of heart. And they don't really have no faith, man. They not pure of heart, and their faith is sucked because the reason why they don't have faith is because they never believed in what they teaching. They too busy trying to get a money grab out of folks. So these pastors, they don't believe in what they're doing. And so because they don't believe in what they're doing, then they can't do the job for you. And I'm not saying I'm the answer, okay? I just knew at the time it was time for me to do what was necessary. I'm not a man of the cloth. I just believe. I just believe in the Most High. I believe in God. I believe in Yeshua. I believe in His Son. I believe. But guys, check that. You yourself can do it. You ain't got to call nobody. You can do it. You just got to believe that you love the person in your family so much that you want them to be set free of this. And if you want them to be set free, they will be set free. You will set them free, and they will, they'll have these feelings no more. You can do it. But what I did, okay, this is the end of the video. And what I did was, I just said a prayer. I said, in the name of the Most High, Yeshua, okay? I said in the name of the Most High, I said, I need you to come on up out of there. So I wasn't yelling and screaming. I said, I need you to come out of there. You got to come out. You can't stay. You can't stay. You can't inhabit this body. You're not wanted. I said, get your dirty self out of this body. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. And I tell you what, and this is what I want y'all to do. Okay? If you got somebody that you think right now probably is, you let them listen to what I'm about to say right now. You let them listen to it. You play it back 5,000 times if you have to until that demon roll up out of them. In the name of the Most High, in the name of the Most High God, I pray in the name of Yeshua. And that's the modern day, that's Jesus, that's real Jesus, Yeshua. In the name, I pray that demon spirit, you got to go. See, you can't stick around here. You can't hang out here. This is not a place for you. You're not wanted. You got to go. And you will leave. You'll leave the same way you came in. You're going to go. And it's going to be painful. And I cast you out right now. I cast you out right now in Jesus' name. In the name of Yeshua. I cast you out. You have no home. You don't deserve a home. Your home is the pits of hell. Amen. You haven't listened to that. And I mean, listen. And do it with conviction. You have them listen. That demon spirit is gone. It will never come back unless you open up the doors again. And that's just how that is. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. Oh, you know what? And I said the same thing. I said the same thing for that boy's mama. Okay. Oh, let me tell you about the guy at the track. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all about him. Okay. So him, the boy at the track, I said the same thing. I said, in the name of the Most High, in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, I said, you got to come out of there, demon. You got to come out. And I'm going to tell you what happened to that boy. He fell to the ground, y'all. He fell to the doggone ground. He started convulsing. Spitting everywhere. No foam, but he started spitting. And next thing you know, he stood up. He said, I don't know what you did, but I feel better. I feel, but you know what? Never again did it come back. He can exercise and still to this day do what he need to do. I'm just telling y'all. The boy mama, same thing. I prayed, man. See, from a young child, man, I was always taught, man, my uncle, you know, he was a marksman. And I told y'all, he's the one that taught me how to shoot all these guns and bow and arrows. But he was also a very spiritual person. And he was always about being spiritually fit. He used to tell me that. And we were always praying. He said, nephew, if you ever encounter a demon spirit, he said, man, you got to command that thing to get up out of there. He said, if you don't command it to get up out of there, he going to stay there. And, you know, pretty much it's a wrap. And I looked at that lady at 19 years old. And I said, I said, devil, I said, you got to go. You can't stay up in there. And I said, in the name of the Most High, and in the name of his son, Yeshua, I said, you got to go. You got to come on up. You got to come on up out of there. You got to come up out of there. Ain't nobody scared of you. We ain't afraid of you because you got to come out. You coming out right now. I'm going to tell you something, man. She fell up off the wall. Okay. She came down from the wall. Let me see. What's that? Okay. She came from the wall. Heck is this, man? Well, anyway, I got through the best part of the video. She came down from the wall and she opened her eyes and she looked up and she said, what the hell is going on? She said, what's going on? And I was like, you don't remember? He said, man, she don't never remember. But you know what? It never happened to her again after that. Well, not that I'm aware of. But you guys, you know, give me your thoughts in the comment section. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.